On a summer's day in 1997, the world stopped. From the grand avenues of London to the smallest villages, grief was universal. The woman who captivated hearts, defied expectations, and ultimately became a global icon was gone. This is the story of Diana, Princess of Wales, a life lived under an intense spotlight, marked by both immense joy and profound sorrow, and a legacy that continues to resonate across generations, reminding us of the power of compassion and authenticity. Born Diana Frances Spencer on July 1, 1961, she entered the world not as royalty, but as a member of an aristocratic British family with deep ties to the monarchy. Her childhood at Park House on the Sandringham estate was privileged, yet far from idyllic. Her parents, Viscount and Viscountess Althorpe, divorced when she was young, a painful experience that deeply affected her and profoundly shaped her understanding of family and security. Diana attended Riddlesworth Hall and then West Heath Girls' School, where she excelled in swimming but struggled academically. Her innate kindness, compassion, and empathy, however, were already brilliantly evident to those around her, foreshadowing the global humanitarian she would become. After finishing school, she worked as a kindergarten assistant in London, a simple, grounded role that stood in stark contrast to the extraordinary public life that awaited her. Her path to royalty was, in many ways, an accident of circumstance. Prince Charles, the heir to the British throne, had briefly dated her older sister, Sarah, but it was Diana who truly caught his eye. A young, shy, and seemingly unassuming woman who possessed a quiet grace and a compelling innocence. Their courtship was swift, almost a whirlwind, propelled by immense public and royal expectations for a suitable, traditional bride for the future king, a story the world eagerly embraced as a modern fairy tale. On February 24, 1981, the engagement was announced. The world was utterly enthralled by this real-life modern fairy tale. Just 5 months later, on July 29, 1981, Diana walked down the aisle of St. Paul's Cathedral in a magnificent gown, a moment of breathtaking spectacle and global celebration. Over 750 million people worldwide tuned in to watch every moment of this historic event, making it one of the most watched broadcasts in history. She officially became Her Royal Highness the Princess of Wales, and with that title came an unprecedented and often overwhelming level of public scrutiny and expectation. Initially, Diana embraced her royal duties with an eagerness to make a difference and connect with people. She quickly became a patron of numerous charities, particularly those focused on vulnerable children and, significantly, people suffering from HIV/AIDS, a disease still widely misunderstood and feared in the 1980s. She bravely broke through stigmas, often photographed holding hands with patients when many still believed the virus could be spread by touch. She brought a new, profoundly human touch to the monarchy, often kneeling to speak with children at their eye level, or tenderly touching the hands of patients, compassionate actions that were truly revolutionary for a royal figure. Her warmth, authenticity, and willingness to defy rigid royal protocol immediately endeared her to millions across the globe. In 1982, she gave birth to Prince William, followed by Prince Harry in 1984. She was a fiercely devoted mother, determined to give her sons as normal and loving a childhood as possible, taking them to theme parks, fast food restaurants, and queuing up for school sports days. A clear and deliberate departure from centuries of traditional royal upbringing. This visible maternal warmth and dedication resonated deeply with the public, who saw a queen-in-waiting who was also a relatable, protective mother. But behind the dazzling smile and public adoration, Diana's personal life was tragically far from the fairy tale it appeared. Her marriage to Prince Charles began to unravel almost from the outset. Strained by a significant age gap, fundamentally differing interests, and deep-seated personality clashes that became increasingly irreconcilable. The constant media attention, often intrusive and relentlessly speculative, added an almost unbearable layer of pressure to an already fragile union. Privately, Diana also bravely battled bulimia nervosa, an eating disorder she later courageously spoke about in a groundbreaking interview, shedding crucial light on the immense mental health challenges and isolation she faced within the royal institution, inspiring countless others to seek help. The deep cracks in the royal marriage became increasingly public throughout the late 1980s and early 1990s, fueling relentless tabloid speculation and public fascination. In 1992, Andrew Morton's bombshell biography, Diana, Her True Story, published with her own secret cooperation, exposed the deep unhappiness and profound turmoil within her marriage, including the devastating revelation of Prince Charles's long-standing relationship with Camilla Parker Bowles. This book sent shockwaves through the monarchy and the public, forever altering perceptions of the royal couple and the institution itself. In December 1992, the separation of Prince Charles and Princess Diana was formally announced, marking the end of a tumultuous era. This was followed by their highly publicized and painful divorce in August 1996. While she relinquished the style of Her Royal Highness, she purposefully retained the beloved title, Diana, Princess of Wales, and remained an immensely influential and globally recognized figure, now forging her own path with newfound independence. Freed from some of the rigid constraints of official royal life, Diana embarked on a new, even more impactful chapter of her humanitarian work. She became a truly passionate and tireless advocate for causes close to her heart, most notably, the urgent campaign against landmines. Her truly iconic walk through a live minefield in Angola in January 1997, bravely wearing protective gear and later meeting landmine victims, brought unprecedented international attention to the devastating, indiscriminate impact of these insidious weapons on civilian populations, and became a defining image of her activism. She also worked tirelessly with charities supporting the homeless, challenging the stigmas surrounding leprosy sufferers, and continuing her groundbreaking work with those living with HIV/AIDS, fostering compassion and understanding where fear once reigned. She continued to evolve personally, developing a distinct and much imitated fashion sense that blended timeless elegance with modern flair, influencing trends worldwide, and often using her clothes to make subtle statements. More than her style, she became renowned for her independent spirit, her refreshing candor, and her genuine, heartfelt connection with ordinary people from all walks of life, earning her the affectionate and well-deserved title, the People's Princess. On August 31st, 1997, the world was plunged into a collective and profound mourning. Princess Diana tragically died in a devastating car crash in Paris, a frantic attempt to escape aggressive paparazzi. Her death, alongside her companion Dodi Fayed and their driver Henry Paul, sparked an unprecedented global outpouring of grief and shock. Over 1 million bouquets of flowers were lovingly laid outside Kensington Palace, transforming the grounds into a sea of remembrance. Her funeral, watched by an estimated 2.5 billion people globally, was a poignant moment of shared sorrow, reflection, and a profound farewell to a unique figure whose light had shone so brightly. Diana's legacy is complex, powerful, and enduring. She undeniably transformed the monarchy, making it feel more accessible, relatable, and compassionate, forever changing its dynamic. She single-handedly raised unprecedented awareness for countless vital humanitarian causes, using her immense global platform to advocate tirelessly for the vulnerable and marginalized, proving the power of empathy on a world stage. Perhaps most significantly, she redefined what it truly meant to be a modern royal, blending centuries of tradition with genuine empathy, fearless candor, and a deep human touch, forever shaping public perception of the British royal family and the vital role of celebrity in modern humanitarianism. Her spirit, her compassion, and her unwavering desire to do good continue to inspire millions today, a testament to a life lived with extraordinary impact.